All right, shalom everybody. Peace of the Lord to all of you. I hope my voice coming good and clear. And today again we continue with the garbage of Muhammad and his gang. The purpose of what we do here as usual is to share knowledge and education. In the same time, to share with you how to deal with such a garbage cult, a satanic gang. So before we start, and for sure if there is any Muslim would like to join us, we are live on Rumble and YouTube and in Discord. So if there is any Muhammadan would like to join us and he want to prove us wrong about Islam being a gang and it's nothing but satanic, well, feel free. This is the news just about I think an hour ago or 2 hours ago. Hezbollah, the party of Allat, the father of the three daughters, Allah, shot about 50 rockets at Israel. And he shot at like a small village, in the Galilee area. However, none of them hit its target, and one of them hurt like nobody. It fell in the town, like in the small village, but nobody got hurt, not even a chicken. But to make it simple for everybody to understand what's going on, people they think that those, you see, Hezbollah is in Lebanon. They are not Palestinians. They have nothing to do with that land. Iran is in the Persian Gulf. They are not Palestinian, and they have nothing to do with that land. The people of Gaza, they are not Palestinians, and they have nothing to do with that land. You will see millions of Abdul in Indonesia screaming death to Israel. But they are not Palestinian, and they have nothing to do with that land. Same in Pakistan, same Muslims in India, same Muslims in Iraq, same Erdogan, all the garbage. But what make them all join together when those people, they kill each other every day? What unite them is their hatred to the Jews. They hate the Christian, they hate the Jews. They are not united. They never been united. They cannot even be united for a second. They cannot. The only way to make unity between so-called Muslims, if we can call them Muslims all, is to bring someone, he is a terrorist, big dictator, he kill anyone who oppose him, and then he subdued everybody under his shoes. But that is impossible these days, because it's not a decision of one dictator to do it. There's too many dictators, and they are, let us say each dictator is sponsored by a big country, like, some dictators sponsored by China, some dictators sponsored by the Russians, some dictators sponsored by America, like Qatar, this is the ruler of Qatar, the scumbag, is sponsored by USA. I'm telling you. In fact, USA protect Qatar, as you will not believe. We have a big, massive base in Qatar to protect the guy. Yeah. We have tens of thousands of soldiers there. Hundreds of airplanes. So we can keep this terrorist in place. So the Russian, they support terrorists in Syria, in Lebanon. Erdogan, he support the other side of the terrorists in Syria, in Iraq, in Gaza, and for sure Qatar. Erdogan is part of the NATO, but he want to occupy Greece. Already he took half of Cyprus. Just a few weeks ago, we broadcast the 50 years anniversary of the crimes of the Turkish the satanic Turkish against Cyprus. So you will notice that all Islamic countries, they share one thing. They are sponsored by evil power. And this evil power, it doesn't matter what they call the name. They call themselves Christians, they call themselves, it doesn't matter. They are evil. Like Russia and like America. In fact, the scumbag Trump himself, he sponsored Qatar. In case you do not know, I vote for Trump and I will vote again. But doesn't mean I don't say the truth. Trump is the one who forced Saudi Arabia and Emirat to lift all sanctions. They put sanctions on Qatar for 3 years. They suffocate the country. Saudi Arabia and Emirat, they did that. And Bahrain. But the stupid, evil, money worshipper, Donald Trump, he forced Saudi Arabia to lift the sanctions and he forced them to shake hands with this filthy scumbag. Which means I can say it's not only the Democrat they support Hamas, it is a Trump too. Because simply Qatar, they knew the game. All what those people they care for is money. Trump, he don't believe in Jesus. Trump, he believe in dollar. Even when he said, he didn't say God saved me, he said this woman saved me. It's just turned to be like Jesus did not save him. Anyway, Democrat is the same as scumbags. All what they care for is money. And those people, their money is ready. It doesn't matter who's in the office. Is it Trump? We pay him. Is it the Kamala Harris? We will pay her. Is it Obama? We will buy him and his family. So, as we know, Qatar, they rented a building from the son-in-law of Trump. I mean, Qatar could not find a place to rent in New York except the building of, and why they don't even need the building. What they did with it? Nothing. It's empty. And they paid him rent for the coming 99 years. I'm just giving you an image about what's going on, and just to make you sure that we don't take a side. We are not like, those dummy who, I support Qatar, support Trump blindly. I support Trump when he do right. I am against Trump, and I spit at Trump when he do wrong. And in this case, I have to spit at him. The same I spit at Putin. This is the funeral of the terrorist Haniya, the one killed by Israel a few days ago in Qatar. Even the father of the ruler of Qatar today, he was in the funeral. Qatar, they praise him as if he is a king, like a majestic king. Speeches, funeral, I mean, you name it. This is the big scumbag terrorist of Qatar, which is Trump protected him. And I wonder what Trump would do when he become a president again, if he become. Is he going to be bought by Qatar again? Or he is going to be bought by Saudi Arabia? I mean, who is going to put more money in the auction? And in USA, it doesn't matter really who's going to be in the office. I bet you he will be bought by Muslims. Is it Democrat? It doesn't matter. Is it Republican? It doesn't matter. What matter is who pay more. This filthy scumbag, he is behind all terrorism and bloodshed in the Middle East. The war of Syria, behind it, this guy. He is the one who funded. Every single bullet in Syria was shot, was paid by him. And I don't want to forget Obama. But Obama did not give too much money. He gave only $600 million from our money in USA to support the poor rebellions against the regime in Syria. But they are Muslim Brotherhood, which mean Hamas. So the history of Western countries supporting terrorism is massive. Not to forget that Osama bin Laden himself was sponsored by USA. So Islam is evil, yes. Islam is satanic, absolutely. Muhammad is demonic, no question. But who said that those who speak about right or wrong, and they claim to be civil, like American or Russian or French or UK, who say or who can say that they are not filthy like those who worship Allah? The difference between them, one worship dollar and pound and gold and silver, and then the other one he worship his penis. This guy, he wanna go to heaven and he wanna have the glory of Allah, massive palaces, but he have a lot of money already. Yeah, but still he have to guarantee afterlife. So if he don't kill Christians and Jews and infidels, and he don't kill Shia, and he don't kill, I mean, nobody will remember him. Allah will not remember him. If you notice, I don't know if you see in the picture, do you see that hat there? There's a hat. That is a hat of someone from Indonesia. I think this is the ambassador of Indonesia is coming to pray on Haniya. In other words, every scumbag in the country came to pay respect to a child molester like Haniya. We will share the image with those in Discord so they will not feel discriminated. You know, when America joined forces with Saudi Arabia and Qatar and Emirat and Bahrain in Bosnia, and then the Americans, they start making movies about the evil Serbian who killed thousands and thousands of Muslims. But I did not see one movie about how many Christians been slaughtered by the Muslims in Bosnia. In case you do not know, the one Hezbollah, the one Israel killed just a few days ago, he was fighting in Bosnia. He was fighting in Bosnia. You believe it? Yeah. I mean, what Hezbollah have to do with Bosnia? What they have to do with Bosnia? So those are not just those international gang. And you will notice always the one who sponsor them is evil Western countries. When I say Western, I'm including even Russia. Don't think Russia is not guilty. I know saying the truth is not easy. It hurt. Isn't it? It does, you know. But reality is reality. Unless you like to live in fiction and you like to hear only good things, you know, like you don't want to hear the bad news. You don't want to hear the reality. You want to hear, you know, something positive. You know, I'm voting for Trump, but I'm very sure that Trump will not be for a second against Islam. Not even for a second. But looked like his vice president, he knew that Islam is evil already. I saw a video of him which is sound good to me. So let us hope that the second one in the office will fix that. We hope.